Okay, so Selfridges, right? Everyone's
Oh,
heard of Selfridges.
Oh,
The
yeah.
yellow bags, like, those iconic yellow
Yeah,
bags?
for sure.
The window displays, it just screams luxury.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a experience.
But have you ever, like, stopped and thought about the people who actually work there?
Yeah, you don't really think about that, do you?
Behind the scenes of all that glamour.
yeah.
That's what we're digging into today.
Okay.
We've got this super detailed review from a former employee. And
Oh, interesting.
yeah, so they were a brand specialist team leader, which I feel like
Right.
sounds pretty important. And get this, they worked there for 5 years.
Okay, so they've seen some things.
Yeah, and they are not holding back.
Oh, this is going to be good.
So we're talking like juicy insights into what it's really like to work at Selfridges.
All right, I'm ready. Lay it on me.
So, okay, let's start with the good stuff.
All right, gotta have the perks.
Because this review, it's not all bad. They talk about the benefits and like they are amazing.
It's okay, like what? Spill the tea.
So, employee discounts. Get this, up to 95% off during sales.
What? 95? Okay, that's insane.
Right. And on top of that, they get freebies in the canteen. Like, who doesn't love free food?
Oh, I'd be all over that. It's all about the perks.
Right. It's like you're living the dream, surrounded by luxury, and you can actually afford it.
It's smart, though, from Selfridge's point of view.
Oh, absolutely.
Think about it. Your employees are walking around in the latest designer stuff.
Right.
They're basically brand ambassadors, you know?
Totally. Okay, but here's the thing.
Okay, there's always a but.
The review takes a bit of a dark turn when they start talking about management.
Okay, so what happened?
Like serious allegations. They're talking theft, dishonesty, saying management prioritized the brand image over everything else.
Wow.
And they don't hold back on the language either. Like, they call it appalling. They use the word hypocrisy.
Yeah, you can tell they feel really let down.
Totally. It's
Yeah.
like this deep sense of betrayal, you know? Like, this wasn't just like a one-time thing.
Right, like this really got to them. And you know, if that kind of stuff is true, that can be so damaging to the people who work there.
Absolutely. And it makes you wonder, like, what kind of work environment is this?
Exactly.
Where people feel like they can't speak up.
Totally.
We should say, though, these are just allegations from this one person's experience, right?
Right, for sure. Important to remember that.
But it makes you think.
Oh, for sure.
Because then they get into this whole culture of favoritism.
Yeah, that's never good.
Where, like, it's not about hard work. It's about, like, who's friends with who.
Right, and that can be really tough.
And honestly, that just seems, like, so disheartening, you know?
Mm.
Like, imagine working your butt off and it's still not enough because you're not, like, in the in crowd.
Yeah, that's demoralizing.
And it's just like, where's the motivation?
Exactly.
And I think the thing that really struck me was, at the end, they give advice to management.
Okay, what do they say?
And it was basically like, listen to your sales team, be honest, and do your homework before you hire new managers.
It's pretty straightforward advice.
It is, but it's so true, you know?
Yeah, it's like the basics.
Like, why is this so hard? It all comes down to communication and honesty.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's not just about Selfridges here.
Exactly.
I mean, think about any workplace. When people feel listened to, when they feel like their concerns are being taken seriously,
It makes a huge
it
difference.
changes everything. Suddenly, it's not just a job. It's like we're all in this together.
Right, exactly.
That's that shared purpose.
It makes you think, like, what's more valuable? You know, is it getting that discount on a designer handbag?
Right.
Or is it working in a place where you feel respected, where you feel valued?
Yeah, it makes you think.
It really does. And that's, I think, what we're left with after this deep dive. It's like, okay, Selfridges, it's this glamorous world, but there's a lot more going on beneath the surface.
For sure. Lots to think about.
So we want to hear from you. What do you think about all of this? Have you had similar experiences? Let us know.